I keep giving bad people good ideas.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little commentary. Sorry for the lack of uploads in the last few days. My dad came into town, so I've been spending time with him. So also, I haven't had time to really do any playthroughs either. So this is a little bit of a rushed commentary, but it was kind of like the best idea I feel like I could kind of come up with. Today's video, we're going to be kind of going over little predictions I got for 2026, or kind of just my overall thought of how 2026 is going to roll out. Again, take a lot of this with a grain of fucking salt. And again, I would like to see what you guys think down below. We may get into some political stuff, but I'm not going to go hardcore into it. And at the end of the day, I understand other people have different political views. So if you could understand that, I understand that, and I respect that you could do the same in the comment section, it makes it a lot easier and a lot less comments to delete. Because for me, I don't really delete comments. Again, I can make a review on a game and someone could be like, oh, that game fucking sucks. And I won't delete that comment. That's their opinion. That's whatever. But if they go in my comment section and they're like, yo, fucking retard, fuck you, stupid fucking faggot, and fuck that game, yeah, I'm probably gonna delete the comment, because not really too much my feelings, because again, I know it's just some fucking loser on the internet, but more the sense of when the next person comes and checks out the video, they're gonna see your dumbass comment, and I don't want to just fuel that shit to continue, or also, I don't want it, it's the first time checking out my channel, and like, ew, this is this guy's channel, this is what this guy attracts. So yeah, to avoid all that bullshit, we all have our own opinions, deal with it. But pretty much besides that, with 2026, I feel like it could either be a it's hard to say. I don't think it's gonna be a chill year. There's gonna be a lot of shit going on, but it's gonna be either it could be good or really, really bad. Right now, it's kind of leaning towards really a weird gray area, because you have all this shit that's going on with the Renegade or whatever. That one chick from Minneapolis that got shot by the ICE agent. People might be mad. Renegade or whatever her name is. People might be mad that I'm mispronouncing her name, whatever. With that whole situation, it's kind of like, yes, I feel bad that the woman got shot 3 times in the fucking face. Yes, that shit probably hurts. Yes, that probably fucking sucks. Yes, she has kids. But then you dig into this person, and you kind of realize they're not that much of a good person. And not even just try and paint them as, like, the worst person ever. Like, she wasn't the worst person ever, but she wasn't, like, a great person either. Like, she just was, like, the average male, kind of fuck up, kind of living in America type of person, you know? Like, there wasn't anything unique or too special. And she did have a past of doing some bullshit. I'm sorry for coughing directly in the fucking mic. It's like in the mornings, it's honestly the cat allergies. I have a cat, and my allergies, they just be kicking my ass. But, pretty much, yeah, no, I'm not trying to paint her as like, oh, she's like the devil, oh, she's like the biggest piece of shit, because there's honestly people out here still living or have lived in the past that have done way worse shit than she did. But again, at the end of the day, I don't really see her as this great, amazing person, because you look into it and it just doesn't look good. Like those reports of her girlfriend or some shit putting cigarettes out on her kids, and that's why she doesn't have custody of 2 of her kids. And the only reason why she had custody of 1 of her kids was because the father died and the grandparents were trying to get the custody. And all of this shit. Then you look into it a little bit more, and you hear other stories where she dropped her kid off at school or whatever, drove 5 hours to stop these ICE agents or block off traffic, and then they pretty much, from what I've seen in the video, it seems like they wanted her to pull over, get the fuck out the way type of thing, and then her girlfriend's like, oh, keep going, And then by, you know, rushing and everyone's in a panic if they're moving around the car to kind of get her attention to stop the vehicle and get it the fuck out the way, or if it's her just trying to go and just get out the way, or just, you know, in a panic just going. Either way, she bumps one of the ICE agents and they quick scope the fuck out of her shit. And it's like with any police officer that it would have happened. Like, again, I've had this like argument with people. They're like, well, if you just evade a police officer or just drive off on a police officer, they can't shoot you. They have to chase you. Yeah, that if you just drive off on a police officer and you don't hit them, you don't technically cause them bodily harm. Yes, technically they can't shoot you, but they could still spike strip your shit. But pretty much besides that, that's a big difference, because usually in those situations you have a clear shootout and you shoot back out onto the road, you don't hit anyone. In this situation, she hit someone, even if it's a small little nudge or could have been a bigger nudge, whatever the fuck. Again, if she did go down more on the gas pedal, had more speed, she could have easily ran him over. I don't know. From my video, from what I've seen in the video, he did get tapped by the car at least, or at least pushed enough where he did get pushed out the way from the car. So it wasn't like somebody, or he stepped back. It was a car, you know, ramming into him. And, pretty much with all of that going on, you have all these protests and shit. And at the end of the day, like with me with protesting, I feel like it's good to protest, but you gotta do it safely. You gotta be smart about it. Don't go walking into the fucking street. Like, yeah, those like good 1,000 of you, cool, or a few hundred of you, that's great, but like, cars hurt. Cars suck. And even if the cars want to stop, or, you know, the person isn't some psycho piece of shit, like, even if, like, you know, I've had it where I've lived where they jumped onto the highway and tried to shut down the highway. Cars are going like 60, 70 miles per hour on that bitch. Dude, a car going that fast that's like 20,000, 30,000 pounds could easily fly through a fucking few dozen of people. Like, use a little bit of common sense. Like, I'm not even saying like, oh, like, go kill protest. Like, don't do that. That's terrible. But, like, use common sense if you are at least gonna go out and protest. Like, if the cops tell you, hey, fuck off, we're gonna stop pepper spraying people, you might want to go home at that point. Like, you know, you might want to kind of wrap it up, maybe take it to Twitter, because, again, like, I don't know, it's really difficult, and it depends on what you're protesting about. Like, the shit that's going on in Iran's even crazier, too. And, like, you have all of this shit. It's like, I feel like every fucking country at this point is just losing their fucking shit. If it's the government, like, kind of, you know, not knowing what to do. Or if it's the citizens themselves trying to overthrow a fucked government. And, like, with America, it's really complicated because, again, these protests, I feel like they're good. Some of them are good. But then I feel like, again, with America, it's very hard because of how shit's laid out. But I do feel like America, out of most countries in this world, is a pretty fair place. Like, again, my grandfather came here straight from Hungary, only knowing Hungarian, learning the language, kind of, you know, getting accustomed to the things in America. And, you know, he luckily, right timing kind of type of thing, obviously, too. He moved to California. They built their house in Beverly Hills. And before, like, I guess it was like when Beverly Hills was still a pretty popular neighborhood, but it wasn't like the neighborhood it is nowadays. So again, they were able to build a house there for pretty cheap, at least compared to nowadays. And again, they were able to build a foundation and stuff. So again, I feel like, yes, you could come to this country with fucking nothing and build a good life for yourself. But then also, I do feel like this country can be very unfair at the same time. But, again, that's the whole political side, I think, with things that I'm going to go into with this video. But, yeah, no, again, like, you drive 5 hours and you know these people have weapons, and then a lot of people want to argue, like, well, like, blah, 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 this and that. And it's just, at the end of the day, if we like it or not, ICE agents are, you know, hired by the government, so that does make them government officials, sort of like cops. And at the end of the day, you know, it's like if you interfere with a cop's gonna get in your shit. A cop's gonna arrest you if you interfere with a crime scene or whatever the fuck. And sadly, with this situation, it wasn't just detainment or just like a simple simple detainment or simple just arrest or some shit. It had to go all the way because, again, bad decision making. People, like, from, if the stories are true from what I hear, you had like 5 hours to drive out here and think about this shit, and you still went out with this shit. So it's like, sympathy's kind of low. I don't know. But, again, like, at the end of the day, everyone's gonna have their own opinions with that, and I'm not trying to change anyone's opinions with it. But, it just is kind of crazy, and it's like, a lot of the shit going on nowadays, though, too, I feel like we're seeing it just because of the internet being the internet and how connected all of it is. Because, obviously, back in the day, I feel like a lot of the shit, we didn't see it because we only had one way of just seeing the news and shit, and everyone knows this. But now we have so many point of views. It's like anyone could kind of be their own news outlet as long as you have a phone and a YouTube channel or, like, a Twitter page. And I just feel like this year could either be, you know, a pretty decent, pretty good year, or it could be all fucking hell and just fucking just problem after problem. Again, it seems kind of like the left is trying to get another George Floyd out of this and trying to be like, oh, fuck, look at what I blah, 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 this and that. And again, with me, I don't condone everything ICE does. I do think it is a bit crazy and a bit like, oh, shit, like, you know, if, like, ICE just pulled up at my work, I'd be kind of like, what the fuck's going on? But then at the same time, these people are all illegally in our country, and then I do feel bad for the ones that are trying to just get their citizenship and try and get out of a bad situation. But again, when you do see ICE agents capturing people who are wanted for homicides, wanted for rape and shit like that, I'm kind of like, you know, it's kind of hard to be like, fuck, like, to really, you know, it's like with cops. It's like, at the end of the day, you do have bad cops, you do have the shitty ones, but overall, the whole idea of having cops and stuff is nice. It's nice to have someone to call when someone's trying to kill you or murder you or robs your car, like steals your car, robs your stuff, whatever. Or just to have someone protect events because motherfuckers like bringing bombs or some shit. So, I don't know, at the end of the day, I just kind of hope 2026 is a good fucking year, and I just hope it's not a whole bunch of fucking political fucking slop like it's been for the last 5 fucking years. I hope we all can kind of live and actually enjoy ourselves. And I feel like it's all on perspective and stuff like that. And, yeah, no, pretty much at the end of the day, yeah, no, I try not just get too much into the political shit or just try to overwhelm myself with what's going on in somewhere that I don't really have too much control over. And again, you can help or you can't help, and that's all. And again, like I've been just saying, I just hope 2026 is a good year. I just hope there's no, like, random bullshit, like some crazy events, some crazy fucking pandemic, some stupid shit going on. I just want to live a normal fucking year. Like, holy shit. But besides, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below what you guys think about 2026 so far and how you guys think this year is going to roll out. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.